You know, one day I'll figure out how to take a good picture. Hey, everybody!
Will you figure out how to turn on both sets of lights?
It's dark in here.
Oh, sorry. I've spent the last
Those are the
two
right
and a
ones.
half minutes watching Ian try to take a selfie for that tweet, and it was great.
Wasn't good.
No, it was great for me.
I think the one we've got is fantastic, just like Rainbow Batsuit is, who is subscribed for 15 months.
Oh, Gitaroo Man. Thank you,
Ooh,
Rainbow.
Indeed, thank you.
Suit.
Yeah, we're playing Gitaroo Man. This is Rhythm Heaven. I'm Ian.
I'm Heather.
And we play rhythm games, and today we are playing Gitaroo Man, as has been indicated already. Let's just, let's just jump right into it. So I've also set it up so that we're picking up right where we left off immediately.
Okay. Give me. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
3,
I'm ready.
2, 1, go!
Yep.
Big. There we go. Woo. You may not realize it, but you aren't even using half your strength.
Oh.
Gitaroo Man!
I forgot about the voice acting.
We have been waiting for
I
this
forgot
moment
this
for
was in
so
English.
long, and we are all so grateful.
Some of us have had children in this prison.
Gosh, we have been freed, but the real battle is just beginning. To save this planet, you must get back all the guitars the enemy has taken.
Fuck you.
Say Gitaroo.
When they're all collected, a great power will shake the sky. You can't allow Zoe to possess that power.
Why? Did she diss you in high school?
Go now!
Who's Zoe?
I'm pretty sure I just heard Gitaroo Man say,
We gotta go, you one.
Gitaroo Man
lose now.
doesn't really seem into his hero role.
no. Though apparently there are just 2 more.
I want to know, did Zoe just, send him a rude
Yeah.
note in high school that said, I think you smell funny?
Did Zoe not swipe right? Wow, hello.
Gregorio III.
You are super androgynous. Move or something.
Puma, this guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together.
Okay. I've forgotten how this game works already.
I'm sure you'll pick it up. You seem like you're doing fine.
Oh no.
You want? Take the offensive. Roger.
Defense time. Oh, more charging. Thank God. Nope.
I didn't realize you could get choir groups to fight with you. We should have put out an ad.
Yeah.
Guilty is a sin.
Guilty is a sin?
Or did she say beauty is a sin?
I think they meant guilty as a sin.
Nope.
Onion ghosts.
This is going to take a few times, I think, Heather.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're doing pretty well, though.
I appreciate that.
All things considered.
Now it's your turn.
Mama, I've done it again.
You went shopping by mistake and used your parents' credit card?
Wow, it really seems like he accidentally shit on the floor.
Not in a white suit, he didn't.
So I'm gonna set the save as soon as you start playing.
That's fair.
Right about... Oh yeah, we don't need to hear that more than once.
Oh, right. There's an incredibly long stare at each other scene, isn't there?
Yeah. Where we wish he'd do something.
Puma, this guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
Rocketman 210, we are playing on the display, so there should be no delay if possible.
Take the offensive. Roger.
Or the delay should be minimal.
Yeah, we're just not, like,
We're not even
familiar
warmed
with
up
the
yet.
game,
We just,
for one.
We just started after a week. Gregorio the Third. Jeez, those are not okay.
Guilty as a sin. Oh, God.
Like he's like the worst parts of David Bowie and Michael Jackson. Except there's nothing bad about David Bowie, so. I think his eyes were gone for a while.
I mean, I choose to believe that he's a ghost.
Yeah, a lesser Space Michael, says Sector 88.
No, that's... The thing about that is, everybody is a
done it
lesser
again.
Space Michael.
This guy
No
gives
one
me
can be
the
grayer
creep.
than
Pull
Space
yourself
Michael.
together.
And
Believe in yourself.
it's not very descriptive.
I didn't notice how ballet he was being up the top.
Ballet?
Like he's doing little ballet dances at the beginning.
You won. Take the offensive. Roger. Guilty as a sin. Oh, God.
Yep, his face keeps disappearing.
Oh, I see. Because he's covering his face, they decided not to bother to put it there.
Okay, we're doing better. Should we save?
Yeah, 100%. Because this is the part where we keep effing up. Oh, but you got a different one this time.
less good there, but
we hadn't gotten to that part.
yeah.
You can't get good at a part you haven't been at. Well,
are you ready?
yep.
Let's just keep doing this.
Keep going. I don't want to hear about his mom.
Oh yeah, super big cheats today.
We've got saves coming available to us, and we're using it.
We got things to do today. We're really good at guitar.
I feel like you're much better at defense. Except now. I shouldn't say those things out loud when bad things happen.
Mama,
Alright.
I've done it again.
Slopopotamus has just subscribed. A new subscriber to the channel.
Love
Welcome.
that slopopotamus.
It's a good name.
I'm not hitting the defense right today, for some reason.
People were subscribed for 36 months saying, I am thou, thou art I. I'm the song that dwells in your heart. Persona.
Oh no!
Oh, you lose.
Thank you,
Mama,
Dwarf.
Yeah.
I've done it again.
You're gonna keep doing it. No, I'm liking the slopopotamus. Ellie Huron saying that at least the next stage is a breeder, but prepare to see a lot of this stage and the next final stage.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest.
Phew, some charge would have been nice there.
Mama,
Yeah.
I'm just lying down.
Yeah, we're gonna be here.
Yeah, a while.
A while.
Cuttlefish Man, Typing the Dead, I don't think would be considered a rhythm game under
No.
rhythm game purposes. It would, and I think did count as a matter of impulse.
Well, we played Pokemon Typing,
Yeah, we did that.
and I think you guys did Typing of the Dead at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, it might have been on my previous stream too. I'm not sure.
I don't remember, because I don't, since I'm not on that stream, I don't keep track of the games you play all the time.
Yeah, you shouldn't watch. It's not very good. I think my defense is where I'm weakest here. Or maybe not.
Oh, you lose.
It's hard, right? Like, you can only get charged on the one section.
Like, I feel like we are charged enough to get through, but...
Yeah, but we're losing charge on the other sections. Is our
Amethyst is
problem.
suggesting maybe try starting the fight from the beginning now that we're warmed up. I'd be okay with that. And someone's found the Dead Dead stream, Gnome and Nemesis, specifically. So...
Yeah, like, it just seems like a game you would have done already. On a stream somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with trying to start from the beginning. We can always reload, too. We haven't lost the load.
Oh, you lose.
Mama, I've done it again.
Retry. Retry. Hello. Yeah, question being, is his mama the next boss? And perhaps. Perhaps.
Puma, this guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself. You won. Take the offensive. Roger.
Tennessee 2. We subscribed for 28 months.
Thank you so much.
Hanging out.
Guilty as a sin. Oh, God!
I don't know if I did any better that time. Okay, maybe that is slightly better. Are you gonna try it from the beginning as well?
Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot.
I've done it again.
Oh yeah, this is a super Japanese rhythm game, Cuttlefish Man. And I do love it. Yeah, there is sort of a Queenish vibe coming from the song, and the choirs. It's all got this sort of weird Bohemian Rhapsody feel to it.
Puma, this guy gives me the creep.
Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
Alonzo Swift, I'm glad you're enjoying Yorikuma. It's really good. You should check out his other work in Penguin Drum, too.
Penguin Drum's also good.
And Sailor Moon S, of course.
You might need to watch Penguin Drum a couple of times. I feel like I need to watch it a few times to understand like all the other things that are going on.
You won. Take the offensive. Roger.
Cuttlefish Man feels that Penguin Drum and Utena are more their style. Yeah, Utena, that's the other one that everyone should be watching.
Yeah, I have to actually watch that too. Start at the beginning of that one. Don't do what I did where I just jumped in on the second arc.
Yeah, this could be dual music for Utena, to be honest.
Beauty is a sin. Oh, God.
Yeah, I would not say that Ikuhara is for everyone. He's definitely an auteur.
No, it's definitely not for everybody. But if they're for you, all of their stuff is for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you lose.
Like the G-Dwarf is mentioned that Utena is probably Ikuhara's most normal work outside of Sailor Moon.
Well, I mean, did a season of Sailor Moon, and Sailor Moon wasn't their story, right?
And I would say Penguin Drum's probably more normal than Utena. Because at least it takes place in the real world, ostensibly.
In terms of everyday life things, normal? Yeah, because I mean, going to a school like that, not very normal, but in terms of stuff that happens, I feel like Utena's way more normal.
Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
Kurt Curry. Duels. Were there a lot of duels in your school, Heather?
We're not allowed to talk about those. I signed a contract.
That's how you became a magical bear girl.
Went to school for that.
Roger.
More charging! Like a badger.
Beauty is a sin.
A save there.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I could have done that better, though.
Isn't Ikuharu's story either, though. That was done by somebody else.
I think they all were, actually. I think all of his stories are compilations or collaborations with other people.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
I thought Utena was his.
No, someone else wrote Utena, and
so they're just like a director.
Yeah, he's just directing.
Okay.
And well, I think it was a collaboration in the plot too, but because the manga goes in different directions than the series does.
Mama,
do you want to load from the?
I've done it again.
Yeah, let's just do it. I don't want to hear the beginning lines again.
I think we're doing good now. Yeah, Utena was a 3 or 4 person collaboration, so it's G-Dwarf. Penguin Drum, I'm pretty sure he wrote with someone else as well. Or no, he just adapted Penguin Drum's work from someone else, and Yuri Kuma was another collaboration effort. Urban Vagabond, I think there was definitely a difficulty spike here. Nice, 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 nice!
No! I felt like I was doing good enough.
You're doing so well.
Robo Nixon has given us 75 bits.
Thanks, Robo Nixon.
Persona, Sushi, Teriyaki, and now Gitaroo Man. It's a good weekend. So in the whole sub-dub thing, I think there are definitely better subs and dubs and better dubs and subs in some ways, but I don't think in a general sense one is better than the other. Just because if you like to do other things while watching stuff, subtitles are impossible. You need dubs at that point. But if there's also a lot of stuff going on screen, you're missing out on a lot by having to read subtitles.
I have opinions here.
I know you're busy. personally watch subs more because the anime I watch is subtitled when it comes out, not dubbed. But
I've
also,
done it again.
There's a number of English voices I can't stand.
I definitely agree with that.
Are we gonna load from the?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Please, thank you.
Base is gone. If you like dubs, there's nothing wrong with you, and you can continue to like dubs. I personally... It's not even that I don't like them, it's that I think that they're pointless. Like, in fact, they're actually worse than pointless. I think they're actually kind of harmful to the work itself. Because they change the nature of the work.
Yeah, but so do we by viewing it.
But in a different way. You're adding another layer of abstraction and interpretation on there that was... It's being closer to the metal when you're reading a subtitle.
I disagree because subtitles are part of localization that can be changed in such a way that are meant for our own culture as opposed to theirs.
Depends
in the same way that a dub can.
Depends on the subtitler too. And again, I think that anyone who's trying to localize subtitles is again forcing more interpretation than is necessary on it. But again, these are just my opinions. If you, like I said, if you like watching dubs, great. Continue to do so.
Yeah. I also just have opinions and I'm stating them. We're not arguing, we're just stating our opinions, really.
Oh, you lose.
I used to watch a lot of dubs though, and like, once you get, like, if you watch, say, a lot of dubs that have been done by Ocean Group, you start to notice the same 5 people who get all over it.
Oh yeah.
And that's not a bad thing, because it happens in Japanese voiced anime as well. And you do pick up on people who are more popular in the voice actor community there. But there are certain voices which, like, I just don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah.
And I notice it more in English than I do in Japanese. Yeah, it's true. Dubs have more constraints due to matching lip flaps.
That's again another reason why I think that
I think certain things can't be dubbed well, not necessarily for that reason, but for contextual reasons. And that's generally shows that are pun heavy. Because in a subtitle thing, you can point out why the words are being punned. A lot easier than in English, where the puns aren't going to match up in the first place. Which is why I do see anime that manages to make a close pun that works in English to what they were going for in Japanese. I do find that pretty amazing, because that's just really hard to do.
oh, damn it.
Could you imagine Polar Bear Cafe?
Lose.
A show that,
Mama,
like, practically every episode
done it
has
again.
The pun game going on between Penguin and Polar Bear being translated in a dub form where that would make any sense.
It would be impossible. Like you'd either be changing the jokes to make them English jokes, or you'd lose all the rhythm.
Yeah.
Out of it. It would be impossible. And that's why you shouldn't do it. I think but that to me that also goes to certain subtleties in vocal inflection that Japanese voice actors do when they're performing. Like, I'm not just reading the subtitles. I'm listening to the tone of voice and the timbre, the rhythm. All of those things are vitally important to the communication. It's not just the words on the bottom of the screen is where I'm getting the information.
Sure, but in an animated thing where there's a lot going on screen, if you're busy reading the subtitles, you are missing out on some of the inflection. Depending on the series, I know a lot of stuff doesn't have a lot of heavy animation in it. So I
think that also explains where I come down on this whole debate is the idea of doing something else while you're watching it, which to me is so completely antithetical to viewing a work.
I watch a lot of trash TV for having stuff on in the background. There's anime I enjoy, but let's be frank, I also think it's kind of trash. Like, it's not great, it's whatever, it's a thing I enjoy. It's generally not something complicated enough that I need to be doing two things, that I can't be doing something else at once. If I'm reading subtitles, though, I can't do that, Ian.
I think that's, again, comes down to...
And I know you don't like that, but that's the reality of the situation.
Wow. People should not be listening to dubs, and people should not be doing other things when they're watching something. Pay respect to the work that you're actually...
No.
I think that might be one of the reasons why I prefer subtitle or streaming to the co-host, is that I can't pay the respects to the work the same way I should.
Okay, no. You can't play a rhythm game and watch chat at the same time. That's literally impossible. That is not...
But playing something like The Beginner's Guide or Firewatch or even Mass Effect or something with an emotional... It's like going to a movie and seeing and having someone talk to you.
Sure, but are you saying never play Tetris?
No, I don't think I'm saying that.
Well, but you're saying that you have to pay the respect to the work. So do you play games like Tetris that don't have that kind of thing going on, but maybe also don't participate in conversation with someone else? I'm not saying that there aren't things in which maybe you should be settling down and paying attention to. I'm saying that other stuff exists and this is how we do things.
Right.
Because at the same time, crafting while not listening to something else or doing something else is amazingly boring for me. I don't listen to podcasts and not do anything else.
Right. But podcasts, thankfully, are one of those things where you don't need to split attention.
I would disagree on that on certain podcasts, though.
Like, anime is a visual medium, right? So that's why I take the time to watch it. It's visual, so I'm engaging in it in every medium that it comes at me.
Can we hit the read?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you were...
No, partially because that made that a lot more helpful to pay attention to what I was doing and saying, but we have to stream.
Yes, yeah, we're this is a show about rhythm games.
And opinions.
Man,
Rhythm games and cafe opinions. And I have nothing wrong with the way Ian likes to take in his media. It's just not always the way I like to take in my media.
No, and I understand that other people do it differently.
I'm clarifying that more for the chat.
Yeah.
I find sometimes it's really easy to watch people have a conversation and sometimes think that they're having a weird fight, disagreement thing, when that's not what's going on.
Yeah. Turn this into a podcast, says Woodard.
Oh, you lose.
Mama, I've done it again.
Okay, let's try this again. And then I want to say something about dubs.
Turn this into a podcast. about 3 to 4 times more Anno Annie-like content. I'm glad you enjoy the show. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I need to get some projects off my plate before I have the time for additional content.
The music is good. This helps too.
Yeah. Oh, it's super important in a rhythm game. Especially since a lot of rhythm games are based on the idea that you probably are going to fail and have to repeat them a lot. If the music is bad, you're in trouble. Because you're gonna stop way before. Alright, Ian. Tell me about dubs.
So, the analogy I came up with just there was that watching dubs to me is like watching... Imagine seeing your favorite film, or any film, but with a completely different cast. So Star Wars, but James Earl Jones isn't Darth Vader, and Mark Hamill isn't Luke Skywalker.
Alright, I don't think I would notice the Darth Vader so much, given the mask, but okay.
Like the actors have been told what the movie's like. They might have watched it, but they're doing their own interpretation of the script that is different from what was originally laid down. And in plays, and musicals, where that's part of the medium, that the cast changes between versions, that's something that's good.
So, you essentially just want your medium to be as close to the source material as possible.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm very much an originalist because
How much manga do you read?
Some? I won't say a lot, but some.
Would you take manga over anime then? Or is the medium fine? Like, I know you watch a lot of original stuff on anime too, so...
Yeah, so... When we're dealing with, like, an adaptation of a manga, I like to take them both on their own, in their own medium.
I've done it again! How do you feel about... Because so there's lots of manga that's written as weeklies, and so the authors are under a time crunch, so they put stuff out, and then when it gets put into a tankobon, sometimes they edit it so that, like, even some of the panels get rearranged just so that it's got a better impact. Would you prefer that over the thing, because it's still the author probably doing that?
I'm more okay with the author making the changes themselves, except there's some pretty huge elephant-sized examples about why that can also be a bad thing in the
we're gonna go with the George Lucas one.
Yeah, exactly.
I would expect. Because I've watched anime that is the same story as the thing done in manga, but the timing and the editing for what they've done in anime is better than what they came up with for the manga. But at the same time, I don't know how much of that is the author's influence or somebody else coming and changing it up.
Like, it's so rare that you actually see a manga that is drawn by a mangaka or written by a mangaka, but then is also directed by someone, or directed by the same person. Like, that's why I will take the Sailor Moon manga and the Sailor Moon anime and live action as different beasts. And you can't really compare them because they're not the same.
Well, at least not the original anime. Crystal follows the manga a bit more.
Right, but that's a choice to follow the manga rather than Naoko Takeuchi being the director of the anime.
Oh, you lose.
Like if Takeuchi decided to get into directing and she wanted to direct her own animated adaptation of the series, I would probably treat that differently than I do the other one. Like in Cuttlefish Man, you say that Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon is arguably the best adaptation, though. And that's...
I'm assuming you mean the live action.
I think that's what they're saying. And that's, like... That itself is already a qualified statement. It's, like, when you say best, do you mean the closest adaptation to the manga, or the...
Oh, it's not like the manga.
The best in terms of quality. And how do you define quality? If it's defined in terms of artwork, I'd say it's probably the worst.
I do like it a lot more than a lot of the other Sailor Moon stuff.
I
mean, that I've seen, because personally I haven't seen, like... I would really like to see the musicals with the pirates and stuff.
And the Draculas.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I understand it's great. But if we're judging it on drawing, well, being a live-action series kind of has a real disadvantage there.
I mean, there are certain things they can't convey that the manga conveyed with the drawings.
Well, manga has, manga has advantages to it as a medium. You can really lay detail down the page, and because it's untimed, it's up to the reader to actually decide when and when they want to change the page. You can lay down a lot more detail in there than you could in, say, a frame of it.
Mama, I've done it again.
However, in terms of motion, you can abstractly convey motion in a manga. But that's why some of the fights are so much better in Naruto, the animation, rather than the manga. Because it's a dynamic medium, right? And you can add music in the background to further convey emotion.
Music anime is... Okay. Antitonic has resubscribed for 40 months in a row. This is not 3 months. Last month was 4 months, and before that was 30-something. Please help Broken Twitch. I'm sorry, Antitonic. Also, Shallow Kitty, 29 months. I'm here to support dubs and English VAs. They are lovely, hardworking people, and so many dubs have gotten so good recently. Please give them a listen if you can. I would agree with that. The dubs have definitely gotten a lot better. I wouldn't say that's all voice actors' work, so much as also the studios not doing things like what 4Kids likes to do with their anime.
There's a lot more money in the industry right now, too.
However, in regards to adapting anime from manga, I'm always skeptical of anime that has a huge music bent.
A certain huge what?
Music bent.
Okay.
Because when you write a story in manga about music, you don't have to write any music. You can say things, like in a book, you can say, oh, this person has the most beautiful voice ever. You adapt that to an anime, now you have to find a voice actress
who matches that.
Who can sing, or find a way to cut the singing from ever happening. Which is a really weird idea to do in a thing that's based on music.
Otherwise, you end up with the Emma Watson effect.
You lose.
Mama.
Yeah, Red Med Clay. Beck did a really good job of that, with the exception of the main character's voice.
Yeah, Beck did a really good job with this music.
Yeah.
I'm just like that's where they have to put a lot of their money in if they're gonna do a really good adaptation of a thing with music. Because I've seen anime that is clearly lower budget, does not have the budget for what they're doing, and you can tell because it loses impact.
Nice.
Oh, that felt like it was getting very close. We're chipping away at this. This is going good. Whew.
What is the worst anime you've ever seen?
Worst on what metric?
I'm trying to think, because if it's a metric of, like, I just can't watch it, then it's Handshakers, because I can get through the first couple of minutes.
Is it like
the visual side?
Is it disappointment levels? Because for me, that's K-On!
If it's just, like, badly animated, that's... I mean, there's a few things, but I can't even think of what they are at this point, because I don't recall them. If it's, like, a thing that doesn't really make the best anime, maybe something that tries to pull off the style in, like, a Western context and doesn't do it well. Like the Archie comics.
Should I save here?
It's the worst anime you've ever finished? Oh, that's just so hard. Made it to final.
Should I save?
No. Your health bar is real low. I feel like we can get that higher. I know you got to final and it's like that's exciting, but I feel like your health bar is at a point where we could get that higher.
Red Mud Clay, having the inputs come at me from multiple directions for me actually helps, because I can tell which button to push, and it also allows you to see the pattern a little bit better.
Yeah. No, I find that actually really useful on the defense thing.
Engineer says, surprised that we rarely mention Season 2 of Rakugo on NONE. I'm going to be that fanboy and say you should really get caught up on it. It's amazing. I've heard described as like the perfect anime as well by Jeff.
It's so good. I didn't talk about it because we've talked about Rakugo so often.
I know, and I know it's not going anywhere, so it's not like I feel like I need to be caught up on it.
It does one of, I think, probably my favorite way of like doing what I consider like an epilogue.
Good.
On the end of Season 2. Like, I talk about that show, we've talked about it so many times that bringing it up again wasn't really a thing I wanted to do.
And yeah, especially in the context of NONE. So, one of the...
Like, I personally have a rule of not talking about stuff past, like, a second season unless there's literally nothing else for me to do, which is, you know, Beach talked about, Natsume Season 6, yeah. And I'm like, I would never bring that one up on my own, because it's Season 6.
And we really try to avoid spoilers on NONE a lot, and so, like, a good series like Rakugo, I would want to be able to talk about that without having to.
I'd love to do a spoiler cast.
So I think we should
like we talk about a show we've all seen where we allow for spoilers
and just go for into an in-depth discussion about it for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
That I'd want. Because like I love Natsume and the Book of Friends. It's one of my favorite series. But I think I only brought up season 4 because like they did seasons 1 to 3, and then it was ages, and the 4th season came out. But like, it would be like me telling you there's more Naruto coming, in my opinion.
But if we could talk about what's in that Naruto that's coming,
then that would be a different story. That would be like, let's do a spoiler cast on that. So, you know, if we wanted to do a thing where we all watched Rakugo and then did a spoiler cast about it, I would be up for that.
Can we just call it a review rather than a spoiler cast? Or critique?
If you want, the whole reason people call them spoiler casts is more to let people know through the title that it will contain, like, spoilers to the ninth degree.
Like, I think that's implied by in-depth discussion. I just also don't like the overuse of the word spoiler in the fan community. Especially the implications that it has with Doctor Who fans.
I am unaware of those. I'm not following any Doctor Who.
Good for you.
I would say we'd at least have to put what that means in the description now. That is a spoiler. I'm fine if you don't want to call it a spoiler cast. I don't care if we call it that or not. That's just the terminology I've seen on every podcast that I've ever listened to.
I guess to me it just also implies a lessening of what it is. When I hear spoiler cast.
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh at the fact that you need to focus on what you're doing.
Oh,
okay.
you lose.
Spoiler cast. When I hear spoiler cast, to me that says we're just going to be talking about the plot of the series rather than discussing the series.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to outline it for you rather than talk about it.
I don't get it. Like I can understand that viewpoint. I don't get that, but I just want it to be listed somewhere. What like
there will be spoilers.
That there will be plot heavy spoilers. Because I still listen to stuff like that, even if I haven't seen things, because there's stuff I don't intend to watch. Or, you know, I get partway through and I'm like, no, okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to watch the thing.
The Incomparable is very much like that. Talon 06, the word spoiler is very heavily tied to River's song, and her constant mentioning of spoilers in the Doctor's life because she lives out of sync in time with the Doctor, and it became a catchphrase of hers, as Metric Furlong points out, and it's one of those words where you just keep repeating it, and repeat it enough and it loses meaning.
Like Gitaroo.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Or like when I pack.
When you pack?
I wrote the word kitchen so many times the last time we packed that
right, yes.
I, at one point, had to find out if I was writing the word properly.
Okay, so shares your opinion when we made your spoiler cast, big no holds barred discussion about everything.
Yeah, it's just a way to let people know through the title, but like I understand where you're coming from, and I don't think we have to call it that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm using the term.
To me, it's like saying that Chemistry 201 is a spoiler course, because all will be revealed from the textbook of chemistry.
No, say if you called it a 201, that's like you need prior knowledge.
Okay, so 101 then, but... Could you turn down my headphones just a bit? Sure. Thank you. Perfect.
So, yes, G-Dwarf, I agree that Sega putting the same streaming restrictions on Puyo Puyo Tetris as they did for Persona 5 is real weird.
That's bizarre.
And I don't get it, but I'm not really planning to stream Puyo Puyo Tetris. I don't know if anyone is. I'm actually not sure if I want to get it after playing the demo, because I don't know. It wasn't gelling, but we'll see. Cuttlefish-Man, I'm not sure if you mean that question for me or not. When you say my cat is quite something and how much stuff do I have for it, I'm afraid you might mean Kathleen. I have had a cat previously. Felix has been dead for a couple of years now, so I actually don't have any cat things anymore. We got rid of all of them. It took a year to do it, but I don't have anything for the cat. And I feel like you might be actually confusing me with Kathleen in that regard.
I think we should take a break.
Oh, yes.
We've been too caught up in this game and too caught up in our discussion of subs and dubs.
All right. We will be right back. I'm going to send you all to commercial, and then we will continue
to chip away at this.
Doing what we're doing.
Yep. Catch you on the other side of these commerce. We're still doing this.
It's been good, though. Alright, let's take a look. What does the chat say? My mind is just boggled by the idea of Puyo Puyo spoilers somehow being a big deal. Yeah. It does lead me to wonder if, like, so, like, the restriction for Persona 5 was put out in a press release by Atlas. Because Atlas makes Persona. Sega owns Atlas, though, right? Or Atlas owns Sega, one of the two? I think it's Sega.
I'm not sure.
But they're the same company now. Like, they're related now. And I do wonder if it's a thing of, like, they put out that restriction, like, whose idea it was to put out that restriction. But also Persona 4 wasn't really out when streaming was a big thing. So who knows? Yeah, Sega owns Atlas. I do kind of think it might be Sega who's coming up with the ruling on that. But I've also never seen Sega put out rules like this before on anything either. So I don't really know what's going on there.
What's the consequence?
For Persona 5, if you stream past a certain point, they would send takedowns and potentially for the material. And the problem with that was if you had enough strikes, some of those strikes can take down the channel
that makes
and
me...
whatnot. So, like, I understand that. And it's... Like, I understand not wanting to show off spoilers, or, like, get people to, spoil the game. It is a little weird on a stream, because it's like, people go and look for the game that's being streamed.
I've done it again!
It's weird.
Are you gonna jump back in, or do you need to? New person. Yes,
person.
Max Squizzy, you just subscribed, saying you have returned, or I have returned. I being McSquizzy, not you being me. Hey, 2 months. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for returning.
Thank you.
I mean, it'll be interesting, I think, maybe to see how much more they do it, because I'm sure Persona 5 got a huge backlash for that.
Like,
where Puyo Puyo Tetris probably won't.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone cares enough that they can't stream that one.
It's... The whole idea of the restrictions behind that makes me angry for another reason as well. But I guess it's like, it's in the EULA that you probably agreed to somehow without your knowledge. Licenses, man. They're the worst.
I'm not sure you can agree to a thing that wasn't part of the purchase power of your game, though.
Well, I think a lot of these licenses are based on you open the software, and now by opening the software, you've agreed to the license. That may or may not be printed in the box or on something. I remember a while back, Cory Doctorow was pointing out there were some changes to a license that effectively meant that company could come into your home and keep food out of your fridge.
Okay, well,
that's normal within licensing. Like, what was it? That they had the ability to make changes to the license agreement.
Have you seen the thing? What was it? What city is it? I got real distracted when you told me about people can go into my house and eat my food.
Yeah, specifically like Apple. So.
Right, it was regarding Pokemon. It was an article about Pokemon Go. There's a city that has a park or something where they're trying to put into effect litigation that if you run a game such as Pokemon Go, and a whole bunch of people show up in their park to play it, essentially you're breaking the law if you haven't paid a fee to have that gathering be allowed there.
Yep.
And they want to put this law into effect because a lot of people went to that park when the game was first happening, and a lot of people went and left litter everywhere, and then they had to take care of all of that, and that costs money.
Yep.
But by doing that law, that means like any game that is like that, and there are games that are being developed that are like that, where this happens, they can find that company. They can sue that company. Mm-hmm. That's really weird.
Yeah. It's bizarre what you can do in this modern world with the legal.
I mean, I assume like a game like Pokemon Go would just take all the Pokestops out. But that means that any person who's making a game like that has to check every city that they might put a thing in. If that's going to be a consequence. Which I guess maybe is just it's going to become a part of making that kind of game. But that still seems really weird to me. So many good discussions today. Is it the poorly synthesized pipe organ that's making us cultured?
Mama.
Sure.
I think it's all just to avoid thinking about Gregorio III.
I mean, I assume that when I go to cafes, and not every time I go, but I talk to people sometimes. Generally people I invite to come with me, not random strangers that I just walk up to. That's not a thing that I do.
We don't generally chat with baristas about the benefits of sub versus dubs.
Oh, I would love to, though. I kind of wonder if I could with that one. I'm pretty sure there's the one barista I see all the time is the Sailor Moon fan. And if I could figure out a way to broach the topic just right, we could probably talk about Sailor Moon and maybe be like sometimes friends. Not like real friends, but like I see you now and then, and we're like, hey, Sailor Moon? Yeah, Sailor Moon.
A fast food bestie, as the McElboys put it.
I just finished that one.
The Sailor Moon handshake, isn't that just like throwing your failed test at someone?
Well, that would be specifically if you're a Usagi fan. I'm more of a Mercury fan, so I feel like it'd be really dishonest if I threw a failed test out.
You would never fail a test. You would dishonor Mercury that way.
Oh, you lose.
Yeah, I'm feeling some thumb action going on.
Oh, right. So back to Persona 5. I was listening to a podcast actually about where they were discussing the limitations that they want to put on the game about streaming and putting it up on YouTube and all things. And I agreed with where the discussion went, which was the people that you're actually actively hurting the most with a thing like that is your fan base, and not just like people who are kind of fans, but people who are hardcore fans who want to evangelize your product and would never actually want to spoil anything going on. Like they're the ones who would put up that the game goes through whatever. Like you would know going in. It wouldn't be a weird streamer video where suddenly the spoiler pops up in the middle. It wouldn't be, because if someone really wants to spoil that game, they can just tweet about it without a picture. It's not that hard.
A streamer has to put work into spoiling it.
And I agree heavily with that's what's going on. And I want to see where this ends up going, especially given that they're going to put these restrictions on Puyo Puyo. Because will they start doing that with all their games going forward? Or did they just decide we wanted to test the waters with these and see what would happen? Can we do it with some games, like Puyo Puyo, and no one will care?
Well, wasn't Nintendo also, for a while, shutting down the Steam accounts?
My understanding is they were never shutting them down so much as they were not letting you make money on them.
Right, yeah.
They would take the commercial revenue, which a lot of companies do. Which is why you've got like Jim Sterling, who doesn't make money off of Patreon, and rather than the commercials, does stuff where he puts additional music in so that things get fought over for money,
right? So
that they can't make the money. He won't make the money anyway, but he doesn't rely on that, so he doesn't care. But now none of the companies will, because they'll get caught up in a copyright fight. Which is actually a really interesting tactic.
That is very interesting. I should consider that.
Lost it. Yep.
Oh.
Richards gave us 100 bits, saying this is for disrespecting you by playing Minecraft as well. I'm okay with that.
Oh god, yeah, no, I don't think of streaming, at least not streaming the way I do it, is a medium you need to pay attention to. In fact, I'd prefer you didn't.
Given the repetitive nature of some of the stuff we're doing, we're... Maybe not.
Well, also I can't make the best cogent points while I'm also trying to game. So I'd rather you not pay attention to the arguments I'm making right now.
See, I think, like, Gitaroo was saying that they're sad that they won't get to see Captain's face at some of the more plot events in Persona 5, because they feel like the reactions would be pretty amazing. And I don't doubt that, given the way she grabbed my arms in some of those scenes. She was not gentle. She grabbed my arm really hard on one thing. She, like, slammed back with her chair and was just like, oh my god, this thing.
Kathleen DeVere.
It was amazing.
Not a gentle
Just
Persona
was
1.
not expecting it.
I'm not
Now,
confused.
you're not allowed to show Persona 5 content.
Oh,
Persona 5
you lose.
Atlas, if you decided to basically do an IRL stream where you're just showing your face while you play a game and you're talking, doesn't mean you can't show that. Kathleen won't do that. I mean, the way our streams are set up, Kathleen was not likely to do a whole playthrough of Persona 5 in the first place. Just given the way time commitments go.
I feel like not saving a while back was a bad idea. God, are we spending too much time talking, not learning from the game?
Probably.
I mean, that's what you guys tune in for, right? I don't know what they tune in for, Heather.
I seem to have fun, and I hope the people who watch are also having fun. But beyond that, I don't worry about it.
Robo Nixon says, did you guys finally see Ghost in the Shell? Thoughts either way with 100 bits to ask that question. Haven't seen it yet.
I have not.
And that's actually, that question comes a lot into what we were talking about and my feeling on subs, dubs, and adapted works. Because, yeah, boy, is Ghost in the Shell the movie. It sure is a thing that exists. Is it representative of Mamoru Oshii's work in the manga? Or the director's works on the original movie? Or sorry, is it representative of Masamune Shiro's work in the manga? Or Oshii's work in the original movie? Hell no. It is very definitely its own thing. Is it good? Probably not. I haven't seen it, but I'm taking a very good educated guess based on some reviews and people I trust.
No.
Oh, you.
I've not seen it. To be honest, I don't care about Ghost in the Shell. I've seen some of it. I've actually not seen enough of Ghost in the Shell to know the story. It played in the anime club. I did not care about it, so I didn't really watch it. I saw some parts of it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting what they've done there. But I don't have any love for that series because I've not fully seen any of it, and I don't care if I do or don't. So I don't have any intention of not seeing the movie, but I don't really have any drive to go and watch the movie either. I might see it, and I'll probably have an opinion after I see it, but I don't care either way. I do like tachikomas.
I'm gonna make a save here, actually.
I will agree with that. I've seen some tachikoma shorts, and I do like tachikomas.
Well, they're not in this movie, so...
Well... Whoops. Like, I just don't have an opinion about Ghost in the Shell as a whole. Or if it's getting a movie or if it's not getting a movie. It's like Death Note's getting an English live-action thing, and I'm like, that sounds terrible for different reasons that I've seen people talk about. I haven't seen Death Note, though, so I don't know if I really care.
Well, I think that's a very cogent point. You don't have to care. And
Mama,
do you care about...
I've done it again.
Should you be caring about franchises or works? Right? Like, if you care about the Ghost in the Shell franchise, well, yeah, then the movie... It makes sense to pay attention to the movie because you care about the franchise. If you care about individual works, you'll say, like, yeah, I really liked the Mamoru Oshii movie, but I wasn't such a fan of the manga or the TV series. Or maybe you're one of those people who thinks that the second movie was slow and boring and had too much people. There's a lot of dog in the second movie, is what I'm saying.
Okay. I believe you.
Doesn't mean really bad.
Yeah, see, I believe they've done live-action Death Note stuff before. The one that people are talking about right now is the English live-action adaptation that's happening. And there's varying degrees of conversation about what a story like that looks like from a North American perspective while being played by North Americans as opposed to being played by people who are Japanese, which I find really interesting. I just don't care about necessarily watching any of it. Nope.
Maybe that was the wrong place to put a save point?
I just don't think I've gotten any of this down. I would really like to see some of the musicals for Ace Attorney, though.
Yes.
Because I saw, like, one scene of a bunch of Edgeworths dancing all at the same time, and that made me happy. I really need to look some of this stuff up at some point.
That felt good.
We'll get better. We'll get there.
Yeah, I think the best... My only real thought on the Ghost in the Shell live-action Hollywood movie is that I don't think it has a reason to exist in my mind. I can't speak for everyone, but I know I certainly wasn't clamoring for saying, you know, I really like Ghost in the Shell, but man, I'd much rather see real people as a movie could work.
I mean, like, I don't recall seeing anyone asking for what they've provided. There might be something of value out of it, but that would require me watching it to know. Or seeing what happens culturally after it comes out and what people think of it afterwards.
Wow.
Oh, you lose.
I felt like I was doing okay.
I think you were doing much better than I was. Unpronounceable says, Ian, would you say that every piece of media needs a reason to exist? I find that reasoning unfair at best. No, I wouldn't say that any... In fact, I don't think any work of art needs to exist. But I do see a lot of people saying... It's a fairly common Hollywood trope to take something that's animated and make it into a live-action work. As if that somehow makes it better. Like, and you almost never see it go the other way around. Like, you never see someone say, like, boy, Demolition Man sure was a good live-action movie, but you know what would be great? It'd be so much better if if we could have a Demolition Man animated movie. I feel like a lot of Hollywood mind power goes into trying to turn cartoons into live action things.
I've done it again.
And Kim Hale thinks about the same thing I did, which was the Ghostbusters cartoon series.
Thank you, Featherwave, for the 50 bits.
Thank you.
Also for the message, deal with me now. You're welcome here anytime.
We're dealing with this. It's hot bullshit.
Load me up.
Yep. And John Derry, that's kind of what I'm trying to avoid actually saying out loud, is that Western people have a weird sort of thing against animated movies that are friendly for children. And so that's why I say something like the Ghost in the Shell movie the live action one doesn't need to exist, is because we already have a Ghost in the Shell movie. We had 2 Ghost in the Shell movies. They were so good that they decided to make them into TV series too. It doesn't need to be a live action for it to exist.
Oh, you lose.
I mean,
Mama.
Most things are money grabs. Especially if they're part of franchises. Doesn't mean they're bad. Doesn't mean they're good.
Yeah.
But a lot of things just are made with the intention of making money. Especially with the thing like, oh, we're gonna make a live action of this thing, or we're gonna make another franchise of this. It's not like that thing isn't being made with some love or care or attention, or people want to make that thing. But in order to make more things, you tend to have to make money to make more things. Which is why you get stuff like, you'll get studios like Trigger who make series that are clearly about making some money so that they can make other projects that they're not so sure will make money.
That's
a weird reality of the
Mama.
world.
I've done it again.
Sometimes you get people who are powerful enough as artists to do things that they just don't give a fuck whether it's going to make money or not. And I honestly feel like Ikuhara is one of those people. And he hasn't made anything that's unsuccessful enough to keep him from making whatever the fuck he wants. you say that part of the issue with the movie is that it doesn't really add anything to the franchise.
I've done it again.
I mean, again, we'd have to have seen the movie to know that.
Yeah, I also think that's kind of incidental to my points. My particular points. Like, let's be honest, Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings films did not add anything to the Lord of the Rings franchise plot world as a whole. But boy, did they sure do a better job adapting it than the Ralph Bakshi animated versions.
Oh yeah.
So those.
I have some vague memories of those as a child, but not like enough to really remember.
And by the way, I don't also want to say that all live-action remakes of cartoons are bad. You have one good example in the Speed Racer movie. But I think that the Speed Racer movie was made with a lot more love for the source material than The Ghost in the Shell seems to be.
Oh, you lose.
I'm almost tempted to just go back to the beginning again.
I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, we can. I won't say you can't. I just feel like I don't feel like doing well in the beginning
is going to do enough.
Is any reason why I'm failing here? So much as I'm just not getting the prints down.
I had those.
Oh, you lose.
So FL Torian, again,
No, yeah, synced.
You say if people doing the Expanse got their whole hands on Cowboy Bebop, that would be awesome. Again, I think Cowboy Bebop was good enough on its own. I wouldn't personally want anyone to try adapting that because I don't think that I don't think anyone could hit Cowboy Bebop the way that the original did.
I've done it.
Yeah, like it's real rough right in that patch.
Also, I don't want to put down the Bakshi versions of Lord of the Rings. They were artworks in and of their own, right? Oh, and Urban Vagabond, you have my sympathies. I am not a fan of Firefly either.
Oh, Firefly was so good. I came to it way late, but I really loved it.
Sometimes it's nice to be the majority. I can't be in on that one.
It's fine. I would never force it on you, but
I tried.
Oh, I really liked it. I wish it had more.
And I think it had just enough. I worry that it would have fallen apart if it had too long to go.
I don't want like a ton more. I just want like some of the plots that could have wrapped up to have gotten to their conclusions.
Mama, I've done it again.
I think the fact that I don't like Firefly is my favorite unpopular opinion. Sorry.
Dollhouse, I feel like, did what it needed to do in its 2 seasons. And I like that one. I didn't like that one as much until we got to the 2nd season, where people started getting actual personalities, as opposed to the copied on personalities. I didn't read the comics they wrote about Firefly. Comics as a medium do not gel well with me. It's not like I can't read comics, it's not like I can't appreciate them, but for some reason I just don't do well with that as a medium.
And they're a different medium too. Some things that work great in film or television form just don't work the same way as comics.
Yeah, but like I mean that with like all comics. Like I don't do manga very well. I don't have any interest in it for some reason.
I think I'm just making a tangential point rather than commenting directly on what you're saying.
Okay.
Why would you remake The Magnificent Seven? It was perfect when it was called The Seven Samurai.
We're talking about the cowboy one?
Yep.
I have a bit of a hatred for westerns due to over-saturation of them in my youth.
Yep.
Because let me tell you, there are a lot of bad westerns out there. I know there are good ones, but I can't. No. I can't do westerns.
I'm just pointing out that Seven Samurai, Magnificent Seven was part of that short time in Hollywood history where they were remaking Japanese films as westerns. Oh man, yeah, the Seven Samurai mech anime adaptation was a lot of fun. It was a lot more fun than it had any right to be.
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many John Wick movies I've seen. He was popular for a while.
Am I double tapping there? And is that causing problems? Right, it was called Samurai 7 rather than the Seven Samurai. Oh, Gregorio.
I did not only watch bad westerns, I watched every western. Like, there are a lot of bad ones. There are some good ones, but let me tell you, when you've been oversaturated on a medium that you don't care about, even the good ones are not that good anymore.
Are we getting frustrated?
Maybe. Maybe a little.
I know we can load it up again. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Mama,
Just see if
I've
that
done it
changes
again.
things at all. Yeah, you've done it.
Maybe not every single Western, but it certainly felt like it. We got a channel that was nothing but Westerns at home.
Oh, God.
It was the only thing my dad watched. We had a bust in our house of John Wayne that was this big, in color.
That would in color.
He liked
Oh,
John
no.
Wayne so much that he even watched the movies that guy did as that were military based. Because he was in some military movies too.
Puma, this guy gives me the creep. Pull yourself together. Believe in yourself.
I don't think.
It's John Wayne, like Bruce Wayne.
Or Bruce Lee.
Well,
It's John Wayne, like
is,
Bruce Lee.
Wayne is spelled more like that. I'm correcting people's spelling in the chat, and I don't know why. I think I'm a little frustrated with the game. I mean, I get bored of certain things if I I have got French genres of things I really enjoy, but I do get oversaturated with certain ones. Westerns was my dad's. My mom's was murder mysteries. A&E has a lot of murder mystery shows, and after a while, they're not so great.
Oh yeah.
And they're all fine. Like there's nothing really objectionable about any of them. They're all fine. They're all generally well produced. It's just when you see the same plot in different shows, it's like getting burned out on CSI. Only you got 6 different versions of it with different people.
I feel like we're exactly the same point where we were last time.
Yeah. Like, I don't think we were, like, particularly... I think we found the moment where we get stuck at, just more than anything. Oh, I see. The
Oh, you lose.
Markov chainbot thing that Dark
Mama,
Morford's been working on is in the
I've
wild
done it
now.
again.
Oh no.
I've been to be honest, I've been sort of half keeping up on that discussion about that bot in the Discord chat. I just never say anything because I'm partially confused about what's going on whenever those generated quotes come up. Can you load me?
Oh,
I don't want to start from the...
Yeah, no problem.
ending too.
Oh,
Ouch.
Okay.
oh.
Yeah, Captain Spam, that's the bar up there is just an artifact, yes.
Oh,
That was not the direction I was expecting that.
I felt like I was doing better than that.
Lose.
Mama.
Oh,
We got 50 bits from Just Whatever IDK,
Aw,
cheering us with
you
I Believe in You All. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't believe me anymore. There might be a slight delay issue, but we've gotten this far.
I can't get through that. It's
Let me try one more time here, and I think we might need to
just end it.
Okay, doing better this time. If I can get through this.
Oh, you lose.
Mama, I've done it again.
You sure have, McGregory.
Zoe.
No, this is like
Isn't this-
Gregorio
right,
the
no,
Third.
right,
Yeah,
right, sorry.
Gregorio the Third. Thank you so much for subscribing, Gregorio.
No,
Hey everyone.
this one does not subscribe to
No.
our things.
This has been Rhythm Cafe. If you like what you see here, there's something profoundly wrong with you. But we thank you so much for coming.
Ian.
It's just so much of the same thing. It was so bad.
I thought we did well.
If you liked what you
we
heard
talked
here,
and did things to pass the time while we
didn't make any
banged
progress.
our heads on some walls.
We'll do it again too. I mean, that's what we're.
I guess we'll have to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Check-
Maybe we take a break from this game for like a week or two, and we come back and try again.
Or we can just like do it on our own at home, or find a way to just jam our way through.
It's possible.
Well,
Many things are possible.
Yes, but what is possible, and one of the things that is possible, is for you to subscribe at patreon.com/LearnGreadyRun or here at twitch.tv. So many of you have done so, and we thank you so much for your support. It keeps the lights on. And we also want to thank the rest of you out there for just hanging out and watching with us, because we like that. Yeah,
We think you're great people.
we do. We really do. Coming up next is going to be Checkpoint, where they make fun of video game news. It's a good show. You should watch it. And then Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry, where Beej will be sharpening his knives, and I will be
Is that what's going on?
taking apart a big piano thing, also controllers, and putting them back together. Some of them will work again when I'm done with them. And
Will Beach sharpen knives for you to cut open things with?
no,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay. I want to be clear about the
Yeah,
process.
the knives are staying away from anything I'm
Okay,
doing.
so these are two separate
Separate-
things. They're
separate.
They're not a chained
Yeah.
curve event. Okay. Cool.
See you next week, chat. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye. There's a button. There's a button I need to push. It's that one.